Being afraid is fundamental to being human. Sometimes we're afraid of things that are real and present and that can do us damage. Michelle can speak about that. The fire yesterday was real. It was present, and it could really do damage. But most often, the fears that rule us and that cause us to do stupid things, or things that we look back on and we regret, are fears that have no basis in reality, but that are mostly lodged in our imaginations and in our histories or in our unconscious reactivity. I know this because I can look back on my life and littered throughout are decisions I made or failed to make because of the hold that fear had on me. But the one injunction that Scripture makes over and over again is, be not afraid. Do not fear. Do not fear. Before Betsy was diagnosed with cancer last summer, I believe you were in New Zealand or Australia, one of those countries over there.
New Zealand.
New Zealand, thank you. She was wakened in the middle of the night with this song, Be not afraid, I go before you always. Come, follow me, and I will give you rest. Most of us know that song. We sing it, the folk group sings it here, we sing it in our congregation. Be not afraid, I go before you always. Come, follow me, and I will give you rest. That song came to her as a gift. And it came, I believe, because she was incredibly open to living, truly living in faith, in that reality, rather than the alternative ways of the world, which are founded on fear and scarcity. There's not going to be enough for you, so get what you can, while you can, and keep hold tight. Because bad things are out there lying in wait to harm you. You know these messages, they're all around us. Whether those bad things are cancer, or bankruptcy, or loneliness, or loss of any kind. That kind of fear, that fear that there's not enough, subtle though it may be, drives so much of our human behavior. And it never comes out well. It never comes out with blessing, being driven by that kind of fear. It results in small lives and in small living. Be not afraid. I go before you always. Come follow me and I will give you rest. And that rest that Betsy was promised, that's not just the rest of eternity. Although that is incredibly comforting and important, and we rejoice with her that she knows that kind of rest now. That rest is also for right now. It is the rest of trust, of knowing that however bad things get, you aren't alone, and it is quite possible to have peace amidst chaos and disintegration. Betsy truly had this kind of peace. It wasn't put on. It wasn't fake. She wasn't just putting on a brave front. It was through and through real. Real peace, real rest, real faith. In the midst of, I'm imagining, some fear. Those two things, they walk by side, don't they? And we rarely have. Sometimes we're all in faith. We don't know any fear, but watch out because it will come knocking on your door again. So this faith and fear, they go hand in hand. Betsy landed more and more in the sight of faith and trust. In today's gospel story, the disciples, like most of us, are not there yet. Jesus has just told them that there's going to be a knock on the door, that he's going to be hauled off by the secret police, tortured and maimed, treated less than human, and crucified outside the city gates. It should not surprise us that him saying that would ignite massive fear on the part of the disciples. I mean, who among us, hearing something like that, or being diagnosed with terminal cancer, or being told that your job has been terminated, who among us would not be struck with fear? And fear takes odd forms sometimes. For the disciples, it took the form of distraction. Let's distract ourselves by arguing about something even we know is inane. Who's the greatest? That's a kid's argument, right? Who does Daddy love the most? Who's the greatest? But Jesus, blessed master that he is, he takes them at face value. And he teaches them that it is the youngest and the least that is the greatest. The littlest one, the most vulnerable,